Hello and welcome. I'm the Unknown Light Warrior, the organizer of the 144K activation campaign and group. Now, many of us, especially this year, have increasingly been getting very fierce attacks and interference in various forms before, during, and after mass meditations. And it's become quite a critical issue, an urgent issue, and even FM 144 has brought us, who's a resistance movement operative on the surface of this planet, has brought further clarity and need to be a bit more disciplined and regimented with our protection protocols. And in light of these developments, I've, let's just say, downloaded what appears to be a very effective and simple protocol to do before and, if required, during mass meditations and even after mass meditations. You can also do it each morning if you like, or before entering a business meeting or perhaps a confrontation with a family member or co-worker, whatever the case may be. It has various uses. And so it's quite versatile as well, although its primary purpose is before, in the days leading up to, during and before and after mass meditations. So with that said, let's get right into it. And we're going to call in the lowest levels of the team that I work with and have introduced more and more people, particularly 144K members with, and they are the Amalgam. That's spelled G-A-M-A-L-G-H-O-O-M, Amalgam. They're brilliant aura technicians, great with non-physical technologies as well, not just amazing spiritual beings. And yes, they are high-dimensional beings as well, and they're great at working with Gaia and Gaia's auric field and grid system as well, and we use them in every mass meditation. So we're going to call them in, and of course they're not very well known by either the light or the dark, which is an advantage. So let's call them in, but first, of course, take 3 big deep breaths. And just really be present with the present. Really center yourself and surrender to the now moment. You know the drill. So you can lower those brainwave states down to alpha and then theta, which helps with intuition and psychic abilities. So what we're going to do now is we're going to call in the authentic Amalgam. So just repeat after me. I call upon the one true authentic Amalgam. Authentic Amalgam, please be here with me, right here, right now. Okay. Now, take your consciousness and I suppose visualize you being up in the sky. See yourself in the sky. You can make out the land beneath, and then see a white disc, in other words, a Amalgam ship, just appear a few hundred yards ahead of you. It's a big, normal disc shape, but very bright white light. So now we say to the Amalgam, authentic Amalgam, can you please provide the most robust, sturdy protection for me that darkness, physical or not physical, has no way around. And now see 2 tiny little kind of like portals or sparkling bright stars just all of a sudden come out from beneath the ship, like the middle part of the ship, come out, and they shoot straight down, these 2 tiny little barely an inch wide. little bright stars, and they shoot down and they travel down and go with them, with your consciousness, all the way down to where your house is, that area. You don't have to see things clearly or perfectly. We're not working with the physical here. That's the good news. Just hold that intent and work with that. And see it go through these two bright white stars go through the roof of your house. And then see yourself sitting watching this video, or conversely, if it works easier for you, see yourself standing in an empty kind of a place, like that virtual reality white background that you saw in the first Matrix movie. And you can have a white background or a violet background, whatever works for you. And see one of these bright stars, one going beneath your feet, just below your Earth Star chakra, which is a golden brown color. And your Earth Star chakra is about 12 inches beneath your feet. And see another one go just above your Soul Star chakra, which is about 12 inches above your crown chakra. And just see him situated there. See yourself, side view, whatever view works for you. And then see kind of like this intense light just come out from the top bright star and the bottom bright star and come up or come down to around your aura, around your toroidal field. Okay, so it's not quite round, a little oval, just to make sure it covers everything, both your outer auric membrane, your magnetic toroidal field, that it's all comprehensively covered. And they meet in the middle. And if you're an energy worker, you may even see, all these little tiny little quantum-sized little grid lines, kind of like the longitudinal and latitudinal lines that you see on a globe of planet Earth. Many layers of it, and sort of meshing together and strengthening. And now all you see is this oval white light. And then you see another layer come up of these grid lines, and then crossing vertically and horizontally, and then more light between those grid points, strengthening. And feel the sturdiness, feel the intensity of this light. And now see a mirror come up facing outwards from, again, the bottom bright portal or star and the top one, and they come up and meet in the middle. Okay, and this mirror, which is nothing new, it bounces off negative beams, negative entities, even fairly high level ones. It bounces them off and transmutes them at the same time. Okay, and while we're talking, your outer auric field and toroidal field is kind of adjusting to this. Okay, that's the same way that you put on a jacket or a coat for the first time, and you sort of target here and there for it to feel right. That's kind of like what your outer auric field and auric layers are doing. All right, because it's essentially an armor. Now, see a kind of like a grey haze is the best way I can describe it, come out from the bottom bright star and the top bright star, and they meet in the middle. Now this brown staticky, well, grey staticky sort of a haze, it gives off an energy signature outwardly that's fairly neutral, but also very sterile and matrixy. Okay, it's your cloak essentially to sort of camouflage you, without, of course, affecting your ability to interact and work with the upper dimensions, the non-physical planes, and your personal guides. It doesn't affect that. Okay. And this helps because this is extra light that these layers of protection and cocoon, they emanate extra light. So you're brighter now, which causes other problems, obviously. You know, the non-physicals or negative non-physicals and even physical 3D technologies can sort of spot you a mile away. Okay, so this cloak camouflages you, and it would, you know, take fairly high level negative entities to you know, really concentrate, and maybe they'll suspect something, but otherwise you won't get noticed. Okay, but without suppressing your light, so don't worry about that. You can still be very active. Okay, and now we're going to kind of command and program this technology, highlight non-physical technology, that's sort of like an entity in and of itself in a way. Okay, in a way. So, repeat after me. I hereby command and program you, all layers of protection, to protect me and my outer auric field against all levels of darkness, both physical and non-physical, and all forms of negativity, both physical and non-physical, and to remain in place, continuing to do all this even after I take my consciousness off you. Okay, well done. We're done. Now, this sort of thing would last either several days or several weeks. But each morning, just for 30 seconds, have a quick check, because sometimes, especially during such rough conditions, they need a bit of a recharge or breath of fresh air to sort of keep it strong with your own consciousness. So you just do a brief visualization, run white light of your consciousness right through it to sort of, you know, charge it up more to keep it strong. Okay, and that's that. So do this in the days leading up to a mass meditation, let alone just before a mass meditation, if necessary, during, and certainly after the mass meditation, and the next couple of days perhaps, depending on how things are. Okay, so go for it. Let's do this, because ironically it's a good sign that they're now having to attack mass meditations even more and more. That clearly means we're being effective. So really hang in there. Okay, they can't hold forever at all. We're almost there. And of course, if you've somehow landed on this video or audio and you don't know much about me or the 144K campaign, just go to www.1, the numbers 144, the letter K, activated.org, and there's some interesting, powerful revelations on that website that I think will explain a lot for you as well. So this is The Unknown Light Warrior. I host Ground Crew Command Radio every Wednesday night, so you can check that out as well through the 144kactivated.org website. And I'll see you on the non-physical. Let's do this and free this planet.